You are now tuning in to Lex and RDDC broadcast station, serving up on the double doses for us all.
Welcome back, RDDC Familians and those who are new. This is the Real Double Dose channel, and I am your host, Lex, bringing it to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. If you want to say anything, have a shout out, or anything under the sun that you want to bring out there to the spotlight, whether it be your passion or just what you're about or your own personal story, we'd love to hear. And as well as our multiple thousands upon thousands of listeners out there, we thank you so much for being a part of it. 1 equals 1 million, and you're awesome. For anything you want to contact us with, go to Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's YANDEX.com, DEX.com, that is. And also check out the blogspot with our links to our books below on the bottom of the blog at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. We have cool partnerships, different things on there, and catches up on insights of the show and multiple pages of wonderfulness, things to enhance your life, your meditation, whether it be fertility, anything that is basically going to enhance you or keep you up on what's going on. Check it out. Also, you can check out our multiple stations on Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, soon to be, we think, hopefully, Deezer, and as well as iTunes, SoundCloud, and Spreaker.com. That is wonderful out there. We want to put that out there. And again, like I always say, we are going to be rolling out into YouTube. We're just trying to know how to gravitate towards it fully with our launch. But at the same time, it's all about who is here now, who will be coming on. It's not about the numbers, but we appreciate the numbers that grow, and hopefully everything is touching your soul just as well. Let's dive on in with a slice. And also, I want to say, even so, we wanted to save it to the YouTube. You can still sign up, or at least put a shout out. Like I said, go into the Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com and say, let me in, or coming to join, and we can send you some different offers that we have that are wonderful. And also sign up for our free vacation package that's given away. Absolutely. The only thing that I think you only had to pay for is like a few bucks for the resort fees itself. But come on, I mean, that's like basically taking yourself out to lunch. I mean you save $600 and you spend $50. I mean, who's going to complain about that? So let's dive on in. I wanted to get this a little bit ago, but it's just something that's been resonating with me. We could do a mini series about this. I don't know how the mini series is going to go so far, but we're going to not do back to backs like that. But this is called #Addicts of Love. Yes. And it always hits many notes. It's not just one. But let's dive on in here. So it's #Addicts of Love. And I know it's going to hit a lot of spots the right way. And for maybe some, the wrong way. But, you're entitled to your opinion. And that's what life is all about. So I wanted to hit this one, and it's just a collaboration of thoughts. Of course, that's what we always do to share with each other, except I'm the one with the louder mic right now because this is on the broadcast. But your mic is just as loud, and let your voice be heard. But I thought about the running of love. We're addicts of love. We're so addicted to so many things. I mean, addicted, like for me, when I have that craving factor, I go all in. Like literally, if I have a craving for something, my whole diet could be asparagus and butternut squash and turkey breasts. But the moment if I have some caramel popcorn, for example, and I'm really into it, I'll go, okay, let me get 1 box, 2 boxes, and I'll just take the whole shelf home. And halfway through, not even through having like a box a day or a box every couple of days, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, why did I buy these other 17 boxes? My addiction's gone now. Okay. I'm not tasting something. I kind of like want to drown it out right away instead of prolonging this craving for 2-3 months. I'd rather just pack on all the calories immediately and get it over with. That's my crazy philosophy behind it. Sometimes it backfires on me. Sometimes it doesn't. But I notice from different people in different stages of my life, people and us, we are addicts of a lot of things. But when it comes down to addicts of love, that's the most vital, crazy one we have. Now, people say, I'm addicted to food. Yes, that could kill you too. I'm addicted to drugs. Of course, that's a road and a path that, ultimately took one of my family members away from me. I'm addicted to, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us can resonate with this. I'm addicted to video games. I'm addicted to my social media. I'm addicted to checking my phone every 5 minutes. I'm addicted to, going out to the bar with my friends every single night and ordering 17 pitchers and a bottle of tequila. I'm addicted to reading books constantly to where I can't even spend time with anyone else. I'm addicted to so many things, but I'm not addicted to myself, right? I could have been hashtag addicted to self, but it's not that way. And I just thought about, man, like addicts of love, we love to love things, but we don't love to love ourselves. You see what I mean? And some of us who love ourselves in the most unhealthiest ways possible. A lot of us don't. A lot of us think that we're loving ourselves healthy by having a healthy diet or going to the gym and doing this the way the book says to do it. But we're not really loving ourselves in the areas of where it is empty. Now you can say, well, I'm a personal fitness trainer. I'm this and that. Yeah, but is your spirituality completely intact? Is your mind completely intact? Is your emotions completely is it as fit as you come off to be on that physical outside? And just because you look good on the outside or what the world perceives you to be, or a magazine cover, because every size and shape and color is absolutely beautiful. Every face expression, every kind of deformity, everything that we see is, quote, the opposite in the world is beautiful. So being a yoga or fitness instructor or some, quote, model out there doesn't make you the beauty of what it is, truly. It could be what the beauty of the magazine say or the TV might want to tell you, but it doesn't mean that. So I just want to put that out there. But does it mean you're whole? Being able to say that you have an addiction of something is a great thing to speak out. But ultimately, I realize we're addicts of love, right? Addicts of love, of not having enough of it for ourselves and not giving enough attention to all that is that gives us the attention of being here to be able to breathe and still circulate amongst each other and have these addictions of selfishness. Like I said in that other episode, a few episodes back, it was like hashtag selfishly ours, H-OURS. It's still cahoots with that. So all of it's kind of life lessons in all these segments we're going on. What, episode 86 now? Could have been 156, but let's just not even give myself more heaviness of that already. But this is their journey. There's no race to it. It's only the journey that we have right now. Sometimes we backtrack, sometimes we don't, but we're here now. Addicts of love. Where some of us are serial daters, to where we date so many people and, oh my gosh, I love this person, they're amazing. And it just might be, but it's so quick and it's so fast. It almost like happens overnight and then it disappears tomorrow. And if it lasts for a long time, it becomes unhealthy if the other person doesn't want to let go of something that already let go of you. Or we already let go of, but we just can't fathom the time and energy we put into it, so we don't let go of that. I know. And everything that I'm touching base on, we've been there. I know personally I've been there. To everything that I can touch base on, even more so. We're addicts of loving everything except for us and others that come along with it. And sometimes we're addicts of love when it comes down to loving those too much. And I hear people say, well, there's no such thing as loving too much. Well, yeah, sometimes it's an unhealthy kind of love balance, to where you're skipping on your bills, your children, your life, or your rent, whatever it might be, or skipping on your grocery bill, your medication, to give and sacrifice. There's nothing wrong with sacrificing, but sacrificing and being an addict of that sacrificial love is a whole different level. There's always a balance between the two. So let's ask the question to ourselves. What is it that we're addicts of love with? I mean, I know I can do that too. I could be at work and be bored and I just check my phone, but I don't even turn the thing on. Let's just be real. I'm not dissecting it here, but I don't turn it on. I just look at it to see if I have a text. But I mean, to me, it's more vital now because I want to see how my mother's doing, or see if my love called, and I'm like, okay, let's just see that. But it's not like I'm going to sit there and type. I see serial addicts at work just can't keep their eyes off their phone, constantly trying to look at Messenger, and I'm kind of like, okay, I get if you're bored. It keeps your mind occupied, but you're there to make money too and serve the company you're with. And then at the same time, it's like, how much recognition do you need for someone to always call out to you and say something? I mean, it's different if you just fall in love. I get it. Don't saturate it too fast. But honestly, the social media will never love you as much as you give it attention to. The TV's never going to love you as much as your addict of love is to it. The food is making you feel good, but it's never going to love you. The food is not going to get up and start making a meal for you or taking care of you to get sick. The drugs that are spent upon to get that high and that moment of euphoria you may feel is never going to take care of you. If anything, it runs away from you until you can purchase it again. If it's a good batch, right? Same thing. Okay, going to be addicted to exercising or this and that, whatever it might be, or being the greatest guru in the world, or for me, being an addict of love of the things I'm passionate about for myself. It's never going to give me anything back in the equality of what I'm trying to search for, but I know my purpose and my mission. I have an unbalance of different things that I'm doing too, and it's always giving more to those than I can even love myself. Addicts of love is what we all have. But the only thing that I challenge us to have is an addiction of love to ourselves. And in return, we have no choice but to give that love to another. Because if another person can permeate from the love and the addictions or addicts of love we are to ourselves, and understanding ourselves more and balancing ourselves out the proper way, or at least finding the roads to balance it off. Nothing will ever be perfect, but you can get to the 49-51%. You can get to the 60-40 or something if you're a 20-80 right now. It's just the whole point, or 70-30. Getting there is the point. Starting the journey is the purpose. So, I want us all to think about that. Resonate on that and understand addicts of love. No matter if we're in the studio 24/7 pounding down records. No matter if we're sitting there making paper and we're making millions of dollars or hundreds of bucks or notoriety. It's okay, but eventually I'm not saying different celebs out there, but different people out there who have made it in a high status. You know that a lot of them have emotional breakdowns, just stressed out, overworked, different things. And it's because although they're giving that, we're thinking, oh, they're probably just sitting there back rich on a yacht, paparazzis behind them. I guarantee the reason why they're in those situations now, other than other health problems arising out the blue to a certain point, is because they haven't given themselves the time to be loved by themselves. Okay, not necessarily by themselves, but by themselves. You know, they need that love too. They need that focal attention. And I can only imagine millions of people screaming out your name. Doesn't mean they love you and they'll take care of you. It's just they're infatuated with you being on a screen where they can't get to, or security guards around you where they can't get to. People love to be in love with the word love, but they don't really understand the meaning of love. A lot of us don't. People are addicts of love because they're chasing something that they believe that love is. And I said before, you have to know what love is in order to be after or completely devoted to what love is. And it's written down in the principles of what is love. I mean, you can Google it, as Edward said on Twilight. Google it, okay? What is love? It'll show you exactly what it is. And it will come up with its own meaning, which I think is going to go straight to the greatest book ever written. Okay, the Biblia, when you want to say it, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. Understanding what addicts of love is the first step. And what do they say? If you have a problem, or is there something going on with you, the first step to that is admitting there's a problem. So it's not beating yourself down and saying, oh, well, I'm going to take 2 weeks off of work so I can sit back and eat a Kit Kat bar while I sip down some coffee and try to think of what love is so I can start loving myself and I'll get back to you. That's not what I'm saying. Disclaimer for yourself. I'm saying understanding what love is to love the right things and have balance with it. There's nothing wrong with enjoying it, but I'd rather us have a focal point to love ourselves enough and love others enough and permeate that energy in a better frequency than just loving objects and materials and things. We can love nature because we're in harmony with all that is and is a part of us. We can love everything that's going on, but be an addict of love to the right things. And at the same time, let us not chase after what we believe and perceive as love. Oh, this must be love. Let me chase this person. Even though they're blatantly not showing me any kind of love, I want that love. I'm looking for that love. Well, look inside ourselves. That's all we have to do. Look inside of you. Look inside of us. Each one of us have the same capacity to love ourselves beyond uncontrollable ability, because for the fact that we have the essence of everything, of the ether and the greatest mechanism of the Creator and the Great Spirit and the Holy One, everything that permeates around us. The food, the naturalness of the chemistry of real food, raw from the earth, has the same biochemistry of everything that's been created in it, to where you can plant the seed and have an apple tree grow. It's the whole mechanism of everything that is love. And once that happens and you see the little caterpillar going on the tree branch and turning into a cocoon into a butterfly, you understand what the love mechanism is. Love is a whole different frequency from what we're on. The world has led us to believe, and we have been taught, sometimes by the self as well, from the self that's made by the world, that love is just something we're chasing on a movie. But at the same time, I don't think anything really is out there to really show us loving who we are as a whole, because then what the whole world has been structured on to show you what, quote, their kind of love is, or the attention factor, they don't want us to be drawn away from it. It's called entertainment. Why? Because we enter the state of containment. That's why. Entertainment. There's nothing wrong with good wholesomeness and some craziness every once in a while, but only to the fact of you feel healthy enough to disconnect. Most people can't stay away from something for more than half hour. I mean, literally, I don't care. I could be away from it for a whole 3, 4, 5, 6, 17 weeks and just like, oh, I wonder what's up there. I don't get infatuated with that. I don't. And people might say, oh, you're losing this and you're losing that. Well, it'll come to me eventually. I'm not going to be obsessed over something that will never be obsessed over me. But ultimately, if you believe that the guiding point and the guiding system is wonderful of what it is, get your lifestyle back on track. Get some nice, comfortable clothes. Go get a bowl of beautiful fruits and different stuff like that, and whatever it might be, and berries or vegetables. And chill back and relax. Focus, meditate, and reconnect back into yourself, and be an addict of love to the beginning of where it all stems from. And then your love will be more pure and able to decipher how much time and understanding you're giving to everything and every element and aspect within our lives. So we have to ask ourselves, hashtag addicts of love. What are you loving more than you're loving yourself? And it's cool too to love your children. I get it. And actually have that love. But ultimately, you have to connect with what is love within you, and that is the being of all that has ever started any creation of anything that you could love. So unless you start loving what that is, you'll never know love the way it's meant to be. So hashtag addicts of love. Okay, and I just want to put that out there. Some food for the spirit and food for thought. Thank you once again for tuning in. And like I said in the beginning, like I always say, check us out at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. Send an email, say what's up. We love you for the ones have inquiring and our private sessions and our private coaching. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all. Also, check out realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. We got more wonderful stuff coming out there about alchemy and so much on the blog pages. We're keeping up as much as we can. We're still being authentically relaxed, not too over commercialized here. So yeah, we want to also give a shout out to givemeallthat.com, where you can find anything that saves $1 and that makes $1 break even, to wonderful clothes, items, and so much more. We'll be checking that out and having that featured as well on different things we got going on. So, and also another shout out to the people who have had some beautiful music and backgrounds and stuff like that, to the Creative Commons out there on audio, music, and different stuff like that. We really appreciate it, and it's beautiful music. So keep doing what you're doing, and also just enjoy yourselves. Be the change, feel the passion, and embrace the power of the spirit, as we will always say. And hashtag addicts of love, and start loving you. And we'll be back with you wonderful familians very, very soon.